Most people grip the bar way too close. Squeeze your lats together because you want your pecs up.
What's your best bench press in competition of all time?
327.5. If they don't believe it, they're either fake plates or I'm on trend.
We are here in Thompson's gym with the best bench presser in the world. Perfect. What a coincidence. Jen Thompson. And we are talking, another coincidence, we're talking about bench tips. We're going to go over kind of her setup or like her top most important tips for the bench press. Someone that's bench pressed a whole lot of world records, won a whole lot of world titles because of it. So we might as well learn a few things over here, I think. So
yeah.
We can start wherever you want to, but what is your normal process when you're getting set up here for the bench press?
So one of the things we usually, when people ask me like what's the number one thing that people probably need to fix, it's usually grip width.
Okay.
So most people grip the bar way too close. My theory is because there's not a lot of exercises or daily activities we use our pecs.
Right.
You know, but we use our triceps all the time. So most people that lay down to a bench have way bigger, stronger triceps. So the closer you are, the more triceps you use.
Yeah, you can use it then. What you're kind of like default comfortable with, I guess.
Well, you're stronger that way,
right.
Especially initially. But my theory is if you move your hands out to where you're using primarily more pecs than triceps, your pecs are a stronger muscle. So if you give them an opportunity, your pecs will outperform your triceps.
That makes sense. It is a bigger muscle group.
Yeah. And they've actually done studies about the mechanical advantage of the bench and where that point is.
Yep.
And so it really is when you grip the bar, with the bars on your chest and you just want your arms just outside 90. Wherever you can do that with the bar loaded over the wrist, that's going to be your strongest position.
Right.
Now you have to sometimes work at it before it's your stronger position.
And like what we were talking about, how tall are you, Jen?
I'm 5'5".
You're 5'5". I'm like 6'2", 6'3". So where we grip might be different, and what we do as far as tucking our elbows between you and I might be different for what's like more optimal for each of us.
Well, you can tell like my shoulder width is way smaller than yours.
Right.
So mine's going to be a little bit different. But for me, that's going to be ring fingers on the rings. So I put my ring fingers here. And then you want to make sure it's not like this.
So like more of a stacked wrist position.
Yeah. And then when you bring it up to your chest, if you look at this angle right there, it should be at 90 or more. So depending on how big you are, you're 90, you might have to go down here to get to it. Or for me, I can be way up here.
But it shouldn't be a closed angle.
Right, yes. You definitely shouldn't be like this, right? And so that's what we see a lot is people feel stronger this way, so they bench way close like this. But it's an entirely tricep exercise where if you get your hands out this way and you roll your shoulders down, squeeze your lats together because you want your pecs up as high as you can get them. The higher they are, the more you use them. And if you can get your shoulders down, you're using the shoulders less, which is a lot of people's problem is shoulder pain, right?
Yep.
So if you can get those shoulders tucked down and then hit it at 90 degrees, you're going to really activate your pecs a lot more than your triceps, and they should get way stronger. Like, I can bench press, 275 for sets, but my close grip is 225. It's like 50 pounds difference. So
right.
It's
What, just as long as we're talking, what is your best bench press of all time? What's your best bench press in competition of all time?
327.5.
And that's raw.
That's raw, with a pause.
Right, to a competition standard, to a judge giving you commands. And what about in the gym? Have you done more or less in the gym before?
I went down to Bryce Lewis's. During COVID, we had a little competition there to raise money for charity. And I did a 335 touch and go. I tried 345 and I got about halfway.
Do you ever run into people that don't believe how much you bench press when they ask you?
Absolutely. Well, usually they don't believe it. They're either fake plates or I'm on trend. I don't know. One of those. None of those are true. And I always try to tell them,
these aren't fake.
They don't fake. We actually did a video where we took it all off and weighed it. But a lot of people argue about that grip width. But and there's another way you can also measure clavicle to clavicle. and then double it, and that's your optimum
Okay,
bench width.
that's
also.
interesting. I've never heard that
There's
before.
a study that they did for that also, but I think the best one to do, because some people have like not normal widths here,
Right.
is to just look on their chest and make sure it's at 90 or higher, and then make sure it's stacked. I mean, that's really the best thing you can do.
Yep.
And then getting your chest up as high as you can is going to make you use it more.
Awesome. Well, now I think we have some work to do. We're going to bench press today. Now we got to make sure we don't screw up when we do those right things right that you just taught us. Yeah, that's great. Let us know in the comments, if you got any other things that you like to think about when you're bench pressing. Have you followed any of these rules before? What's your bench width? Let us know anything. Like the video, subscribe it. We also got a gym tour here at Thompson's Gym where you can see us go into everything that we just looked at around us. So check it out. We'll catch you next time.